everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is India, CEO of Page Turning Products, a small batch candle company located in Locust Grove, Georgia. And today I'm going to tell you to stop buying fragrance oil. Okay, so like I said, today I'm going to tell you to stop buying fragrance oil. But before I get started on telling you why to stop buying fragrance oil, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification button so you never miss anything. So, like I said, stop buying fragrance oil. I know, but India, there's so many scents out there, and I just want to try everything, and I want to buy everything, and they all sound so good. When you're reading the description, you're like, that probably smells delicious, and I mean, like, what am I gonna do? It sounds great. But no, stop it. You know why I'm telling you this? Because I am speaking from experience. Do you see this cart? This is a cart. It is filled with fragrance oil. There's fragrance oil across this room. There's fragrance oil over there. There's fragrance oil down here. There's fragrance oil up there. You know what happens? You want to know what happens when you start your candle company? You start with fragrances. You're like, you know what? This sounds like a good bunch. You know, you start with something sweet. You start with something savory. You start with something earthy. You start with something classic. And, you know, you start with something, you know, just a little different. And you're like, I'm going to start with that. And you're like, that sounds great. And then, you know what? Someone comes along and they're like, you know what? I really like coconut smells. And you're like, I hate coconut. And they're like, but I really like coconut smells. Do you have a coconut candle? And you're like, no, I don't have a coconut candle, but I have something like tropical or, you know, fruity. Would you like to smell like that? Oh, I really like coconut. So what do? You go look on whatever candle supplier's website you want to look for. And then you're like, hey, here's a coconut fragrance. Let me get it. So you purchase this bottle of coconut fragrance. You know, you might get it in an 8-ounce bottle. You might be like, you know what? I figure a lot of people might like it. So you might get it in a 16-ounce bottle. Like, let me go for it. You make a couple of candles, you let that person know, and guess what? They don't really want to buy a candle anymore. They're like, oh, you know, I'll get it next go around. Like, you know, next paycheck, I'll totally get it. So now you have these candles that you made. You just have a few of them because you didn't want to make a lot, but you also have the rest of this fragrance oil, and you're like, I don't even like the smell. So I don't want to burn it myself because I don't like coconut. But you bought the fragrance oil. And then you're like, you know what? Maybe it's just this coconut smell that I don't like. So, you know, let me go back on search coconut. Let me see what else pops up and pops in. This one smells good. Maybe not too coconutty. Let me buy this one. See if maybe they like that. You buy it, you purchase it, you put it on you make your candles, you put it on your website. No one wants it. No one wants it because you bought that fragrance oil not because you asked a large number of people what kind of scents they were wanting. You bought that fragrance oil because one person said they would love to buy your candle if you had a coconut fragrance. So you went out and you spent, fragrance oil is expensive, and you spent a lot of money, maybe $20 for a 16-ounce bottle or $12 for an 8-ounce bottle of fragrance oil to make some candles for you not to have sold any candles. Because you bought that fragrance oil because one person said, oh, I wish you had a basil type smell. What? Basil? What? Who's lighting basil candles? Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. So, stop buying fragrance oil just to have all of the smells for your clientele, okay? In the beginning, I know it's super hard because you don't really know what your clientele wants. So, speaking from experience of someone who owns too much fragrance oil and now doesn't even really use this pile, all the ones I use the most are over there, you know, being worked on and stuff. Stop. Develop yourself a classics collection, something that is going to be around year round, okay? Develop that. These are going to be the scents you offer. This is what you have. If you do not like it, maybe come back again when I offer a seasonal collection. You might like that, but these are the ones that I have currently. And right now, I'm not looking to expand my collection. Okay, try that. Because I went from having so many fragrances, which my feedback was having a lot of fragrances on a website and a lot of options on a website can get pretty confusing, especially when you can't smell them in person. Now, that's the tricky part. In craft fairs or markets or vendor markets or small good markets or consignment or stores or boutiques, people can smell your items. So they can smell what they really, really want. But then the question also is, do I want to have to keep that supply of fragrance on me all the time? Okay, so I have like my own little section in my cabinets over there, or my drawers over there, of just fragrances that are my constant collection. And I have them in a way so that way I know if I'm running low, it's time for me to refill these and refill these now. Versus this section is a lot of fragrance that I got because people were like, I really like this, I really like that, I really like that. And also when I get on the internet and I'm like, this smell sounds so good. Or when I'm in Facebook groups and they're like, these are one of my best sellers. You know, people buy these out all the time. And I'm like, oh, okay, let me try it out, you know? Stop. If you want to try something out, it's a little bit more expensive per ounce. But if you want to try it out, this one's a free sample, but which most places give you when you order. Candle Science, you can pick yours out. Flaming Candle, they used to be able to pick it out in store, and but now they just throw one in your thing. But buy yourself some fragrance samples, okay? Buy yourself some fragrance samples. It, like I said, it's more expensive because it's only an ounce, and they're like $2 to $3. To like $3.50 tops of an ounce per fragrance, and that is really expensive, you know, for just a 1 ounce fragrance, which is why it's always better to just buy it in bulk because it brings down the cost. But if you don't like the smell, then there's no point of having 16 ounces, 8 ounces sitting around just in the hopes that someone purchases it, buys it. So don't do that to yourself. Just don't buy the fragrance oil. Don't do it. Develop your favorites and maybe one fragrance that's not your favorite. Okay? So like I have my favorites that I absolutely love and they have a wide range, but then I have like one that I absolutely hate. And it's my Storybook candle. It smells like yellow cake. It's really sweet. It's really baked goods. But people love that candle. People love that candle, and I'm making it and I'm like, oh my god, that smells so, oh my god, it's overwhelming to me and I hate it. But people love that candle. That's the one candle I make that I don't enjoy, that I do not enjoy. Everything else, I would actually burn myself. You know, that I would love to smell in my home. Every now and again, so like now, to get rid of these fragrances, I will do like a special or a seasonal collection, like very small range, very small batch, just to get rid of some of these fragrances. You know, maybe, or wax melt samples, free samples or something like that, just so I can get rid of them. But they won't be in order, in line. So, stop buying fragrance oil. Okay? Okay. I hope this helped. I hope this helped your pockets. Like, literally stop buying. Stop. I'm gonna say it again. Stop buying fragrance oil. I hope this helped your pockets. I hope this helped your worrying about not having enough fragrances. Like, trust me, a lot of people say start off with five or six, and they're not wrong. Like, you think they're wrong. They're like, oh, but I want to start this, I want to start that, and then, you know, you do it all, and you're moving more smells more than the others, and you're like, why do I have this? I don't know. It's okay. But it's okay, because we're going to stop buying fragrance oil, and we're going to deal with what we have, and we're going to make what we need to make versus what people just want from us in hopes that they're going to buy something. Okay? Okay. So, that is it for me today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit that bell notification button. Don't forget to follow me on all the social medias and sign up for my newsletter down below, which you do get a coupon if you sign up for my newsletter down below. And until next time, keep the spark.